Ooh, is it perfect? Is it perfect? Did I get it right? Is it perfect? Ooh. Have you ever felt like that? Like worried whether or not what you're doing is good enough to put out? And has that perfectionitis ever stopped you? Well, join me here today because we're going to be talking all about how perfectionism is killing your money and your business. So stick around and hang out with me for a minute. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Misty Petrella. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so happy that you are here. And today we are talking all about how perfectionism is a huge blocker to your money and creates this whole feast and famine cycle and feeds into it again and again and again. So sometimes perfectionism can be a little insidious. You can't, sometimes we've been doing it for so long, it's hard to even tell you're doing it, okay? So what I would say to you is, if you are suffering from perfectionism, or, I guess it's the best word to say it, if you're suffering from perfectionism, then maybe you've asked yourself this question, like, maybe I shouldn't put this out yet, it's probably not good enough. Maybe I shouldn't do this, people might not like it. Maybe I shouldn't make this offer, it's not ready yet. If you've heard yourself saying that, then you, my dear smooch, are absolutely suffering from perfectionism in your own business, and it's blocking your money. Let's talk about why. So first, this is what I used to do. I would work on something I actually just had a client doing this too. I would work on something for so long before I would put it out that it would make it not profitable anymore. I put so much time into it that it made it so much harder for me to make my money back. So that's a big one right there, okay? We don't want you to be not burning out, but we don't want you to be putting so much time into something that you keep pushing out, offering it to people. You need to offer your stuff as soon as you can, as soon as it feels concrete enough in your mind, as soon as you understand what it is enough to do it, then it's time to start putting it out and sharing with people, okay? Also, perfectionism creates a whole lot of burnout. I used to do challenges, and I would put so much time and effort into the challenge that when it came time to make the offer at the end, I was too exhausted to make the offer. So I would block my own money again and again and again. And you guys, the offer, many people get afraid to make the offer, but the real point is that the offer that you make is the next step for people. They need it to keep continuing the transformation that they're on, okay? So if you don't make the offer, not only are you blocking your own money, but you're blocking the impact that you have in other people's lives. And that's something we really don't want to do, okay? Also, perfectionism stops you from, like I said before, putting your offer out into the world. If you are too afraid that it's not good enough or it's not right, or you don't understand it yet, or that you're concerned about it, or whatever your resistance is to putting it out in the world because it's not good enough yet, probably in some way, shape, or form, you're blocking your money. And again, blocking your ability to help other people transform their lives. So see how that perfectionism is really getting in the way? Now, don't worry. This isn't all just about identifying it. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay. Okay. So instead of letting perfectionism run your life, which I did for a good amount of time in my business, I would say it's time to get really present with yourself when you're working on things. If you understand what it is, an offer maybe, or a program you want to run, or some marketing thing you want to do, a challenge you want to do, a book you want to write, whatever it is, as soon as you're clear enough on what it is, start taking action forward, okay? It doesn't need to be your idea. It does in no way need to be perfect before you put it out into the world. And here's why. Your clients don't need you to be perfect. And in fact, that gets in the way also. Because if we try to portray ourselves, I share all the time about how I messed things up in my own business, just like that. I'm honest with you about it because that's the way things really work. So when I want you, it is my hope and wish that you will have less fear around things not being perfect, and that it's completely okay and natural to mess up. You didn't learn to walk without falling a whole bunch of times. And that's the same thing here. We think people are tracking all of what we're doing, and if we mess up, they know. Most people are so wrapped up in their own lives, they're not paying attention to you. And even more to the point, if you are, our clients need us to know that we have messed up just like they will and do, and that we know how to make it through. That's kind of our job. Our job isn't to show everyone that things are picture perfect. Okay, your documents don't need to be perfect. Your videos don't need to be perfect. Your freebies don't need to be perfect. Okay, and you learn so much more when things go slightly wrong. You learn a lot. So trying to be perfect is really getting in the way of you and your business moving forward in a whole variety of ways. Okay, can you see? So when you find that you are in that mode, like I said, one, just pause for a second. If you're feeling exhausted working on something, tired, if you're starting to get towards burnout, that is some sort of perfectionism kicking in, I would say. Okay? So take a pause, take a step back, and get the thing out there. Like, start taking action towards putting it out. If it's a blog, put a date on it that you are going to get it done by. We always fill up the time. If you give yourself an hour, you'll make sure you get it done in an hour. If you give yourself 5 days, you'll take all 5 days. So give yourself a date by which this will be done, okay? And take it easy on yourself, okay? Just get it done by that time and put it out no matter what state it's in. At the very least, have some people review it for you. Get some feedback from some people so that you can gauge whether or not it's ready. Sometimes our own ability to see that can be a little blocked, especially when we're suffering from perfectionism. Okay, guys, that's my recommendation for you today. I hope you take my advice into consideration to just, if you find yourself in that perfectionism mode because you know what it feels like, this isn't good enough, I have to keep working on it, I have to keep doing, I am not ready, I'm not ready, it's not ready, I'm not ready. If that is coming up for you, then just pause and take a second. It's completely okay. Refocus, set a due date, and go get some feedback from people, okay? That's it. That can help take some of that stress out of whether or not something's good enough or not. Thank you so much for joining me here on today's video. I hope that helped you around perfectionism. Also, I have a free gift for all of the people that subscribe to my channel. You can check it out below. It's called The Momentum Machine and helps you kick up momentum in your business if you feel like things are going a little slow. And at the beginning of the year, people are coming off of that couple of weeks of vacation. And sometimes it can be a little tough to get started back again in your business. And this gives you a whole bunch of ways. I think I have over 60 ways to kick up momentum in your business. And I think that you're going to find it exciting. This is so you start getting visible, so people start getting exciting about you and interested in what you're up to. All right, guys, so check it out below, and you have an amazing day. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Take care. Bye.